set to kick off.
Final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it. On EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. It's complete to Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Will Fuller! And all the way home for a Broncos score. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Buccaneers 0. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19. So probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Patrick Queen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
On the play. And
just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. On the slant, able to find Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Mason Crosby.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Elliott. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Break. He'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Oh, going for Sanders downfield, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A 44-yard attempt.
And the former Colorado Buffalo, Crosby, puts this one through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
A first down carry by Elliott. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourself.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. From the gun, Bridgewater. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Their own 16-yard line.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up 7.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
At the 16-yard line.
Bridgewater. He's got Fuller. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain. That's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing is Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And taken right at the 35. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On the pickup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Wilson. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 18-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go for one personality. That's you. The coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Bridgewater. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And again, it's Bridgewater. He finds his target, Fuller. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. He's got it to Williams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Goal, Tampa Bay.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Bronco 1.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devontae Freeman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Broncos 7. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. first down. Wilson. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to let one fly for... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Golden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. J.J. Watt that time, able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Cordero Patterson. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. There he goes, right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Bridgewater now. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
It's the score, Buccaneers 24, Broncos 14. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
23 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams.
Wilson.
Not much there, only a yard.
Tyrell Williams.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On second down, Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Here's Wilson to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
For the extra point.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At the 20-yard line.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver. Play fake. Bridgewater. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And that's Elliott, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Bridgewater. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So to get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's got Fuller. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's a decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Good for a Denver.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Will Fuller with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bridgewater again. His pass caught at the 4. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 12, Wilson, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
First down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And Tate's got him. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
First down, Tampa Bay.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.